here. Now, first of all, I want to start for people who don't know me that well, or you might know me well, or you might think you know me well. I'm going to start with a few words about myself, and I literally going to take 2 minutes out of the time. So first of all, thank you so much for showing up. And starting with my story. Long story, very long story short, as I'm on this word for a little while now. In 2006, I came to Ireland from Poland, and I came with no desire, no goals, no English even. I just came here to live. For the first 8 years of my life in Ireland, I'm sorry, I'm just getting after another message and just disturbed me there. I'm going to just turn that off now. Perfect. So for the first 8 years of my living in Ireland, in this beautiful country, I was working in pub restaurant industry. And I loved my life. I enjoyed every single minute. And I just basically was living day to day. Life wasn't bad. It was actually really good at this stage of my life. But when I turned 31, I felt like something is missing in my life big time. And I didn't have a clue what it was. As I said, the life was good. I was earning good enough money. I was happy with it. I was going on holidays. I was having wherever I wanted. But the whole struggle was that I knew I want something more, but I didn't know what it was. So I took a year to find myself, I want to say. I tried from different angles. I tried with, different mental courses, physical courses, different healers. And to be honest with you, that year was one of the longest years in my life, as felt, you probably had that feeling in your life few times when you really want something and you're not getting it and it feels like it takes forever. And that's how I felt. So I literally decided to give up on myself, and I said, maybe this life was given to me basically to just enjoy day-to-day living. So one night I went to bed with that thought, just after doing one of personal development exercises. And I said, that's it. I'm not doing it anymore. And the next morning I woke up with a burning desire of switching industries to a fitness industry. And I literally that morning checked the courses, went to work, and I said to my boss, I'm giving you a notice, 9 months notice. She looked at me like I had 3 heads, like all my friends that time anyway, were looking at me when I told them my my plan. And she said, okay, that's fine, let's do it. I've got my first job in the fitness industry before I even finished the course. I was delighted. I felt like the magic was happening in my life. Everyone was coming to me. People were showing up. I didn't know what was happening. Anyway, I enjoyed it. 2 years I worked for someone else in the fitness studio, and after 2 years I realized that there still is more for me. It's not the end of my journey. So I started looking more and more, and I opened up my own business. After 6 months, I've been blessed to be able to open my own studio. And that's where I am right now. I'm running a well-being and fitness studio in Galway. Also, I'm a life coach and a business coach. And what's really important to me right now in my life that I am a student of Bob Proctor work. If you haven't heard of Bob Proctor, he is a gentleman who have been in a Secret movie. And you might seen it or not. It was very popular back to 90s, and it is on Netflix, and I highly recommend you to watch it. I'm blessed to be actually mentored by his top #1 worldwide consultant, which is Kim Calvert from Belfast, and she's my personal mentor, and I'm really proud of it. Also, I'm a creator of a mentoring program, Reshape Your Thinking, and also an author. And today, for today's webinar, I'm gonna ask you to do not believe a word I'm saying, to do not reject it, and just consider it. Guys, this work is proven. That's what I'm gonna show you today. It's all proven, but it is also showed you from my perspective, my own experience. So you don't need to believe it. You just need to keep your head open and enjoy it as much as I will. So today, call agenda. we're going to talk about what are actually worthy goals, and I'm going to keep pushing for that worthy word, how to set them, and if you have a goal in your life which is worthy already, how to go forward towards to it, or if it's only a goal, revamp it. It has to be a worthy goal. It has to be a burning desire for you. Now, how to change your actions, the actions that are going to bring you where you want to be. Because if you are on this webinar right now, you're more likely going somewhere, but the actions are not matching your goal, because you might be spinning in your, how you call it, hamster wheel, as we say. And also how to find the root cause, which is obviously one of the most important things of a lack of sustainable results. Okie dokie, so let's begin. So speaking of worthy goals, guys, it's so important to acknowledge what is a worthy goal first. So worthy goal, we set goals. We might not set, but even small goals on a weekly basis, like we're gonna become a little bit healthier and we're gonna start going to the gym, we're gonna start healthy diet. And what happens after a month or two? We drop. Why? Because it's not a worthy goal. Worthy goal is the goal when you feel a burning desire every single morning, that you are waking up excited, that you're going to work towards to it, that you really want. Now, I know what you might think if you don't have a goal. Oh yes, I'm looking for one, but how will I find it? And that is a key to your happiness. We are spiritual beings, okay? We are human beings, not human doings, as we do things on a daily basis. So I want you also to keep your head open for this. If you have your goal already and you think it's your worthy goal, and I truly believe it might be, absolutely, but if it's not, you're gonna find out hopefully soon enough. So I want you to do exercise right now, and I'm gonna stop sharing my screen for a minute. And guys, if you do have a piece of paper and a pen, we're gonna use it right now. If you don't, just do it in your mind, please. But it is powerful when you do it on a piece of paper. So guys, I want you to draw a big circle on the middle of your paper. Can you see it well, girls? Yeah? Oh, good, perfect. Now, so when we have the circle, we're gonna slice it like a pizza for 6 slices. Oh, hello, Marta. Sorry, I haven't seen you.
Hello,
Jen, how are you?
Very good, thank you.
Super. Do you have a piece of paper handy?
No, my love, it's not possible. I'm at work, but I listen to you.
That's okay. That's perfect. You can do this exercise anytime, anywhere, when you have a piece of paper. Guys, outside each slice, you're gonna put an area of your life, like friends. What's important to you, okay? Family, whatever you think of. It can be financial, can be work, self-development. It can be fitness, diet, whatever it's important to you right now in your life. Me time, relaxation, or anything. I give you a couple of seconds there to do it. Usually we do it with 8, but we do it for today for 6. Super. So whenever you're ready, you're gonna place a number inside this slice, inside the triangle, number from 1 to 10. And this number will show how satisfied that you are right now in this area of your life. When 1 means it's okay, and 10 means woo, could be any better. It's just fantastic. Okay, so I'm gonna place numbers there inside the circle. Please don't judge me. I'm not feeling it right. I'm just putting numbers in. I give a few seconds there. So when you have the numbers, I want you to take a snapshot of those numbers. So you will just make a lines in the circle that will show you the numbers, right? Is that clear, guys? If that's not clear for anyone, please unmute yourself or raise your handy, blue handy there beside your name somewhere. For example, that will be 3, that will be 5, that will be 6, that will be 3 again, that will be 4, and that will be 2, right? So I want you to, when you have that mark, I want you to look at your life right now and say, would you go far on that wheel? Is it round enough? If it is, that's amazing. And it's not how bad it is or anything like that. Don't think like that. Now, for a second, I want you to think which area of your life you want to focus on for the rest of this webinar. That's all. And why am I doing this exercise with you right now is just to keep your focus on one thing, because it is important to keep focusing. Remind this. Please. Perfect. Brilliant. So I'm going to come back to the presentations. I hope everyone is done. Brilliant. Sorry. Now, how are you setting up the vertical, guys? That is so important. And if you know me, if you have been talking to me recently, I keep saying that we don't spend enough time with ourselves, which is a huge mistake. To take your time of creating your worthy goals is must. Why? Because very often we think we know what we want, but that actually not necessarily is the truth. We might be thinking what we want, but are those wants ours or someone else's? You must take your time and collect your wants. So we do it in our program, in the Reshape Your Thinking program. We do it for a week. We collect the wants. So you want to focus, and I'm going to ask you to write down a few things right now as well. Focus on the area of your life you have just picked and write down a few things. What would you like in this area to be? How would you like this area of your life to look like? What's an ideal best scenario in this part of your life? And I mean what you want, not what you can achieve in this area of your life, or what your parents want, or what your partner wants, what your company wants. No, what do you really want? And I'm going to give you literally a minute here just to write down a few things. And this, as I said, you must take a time. We do it for a week. So I just want you to go for a few even points. And if you write down, I want to be happy in this area, what happiness means to you in this area. You might have more free time. You might be eating better foods, or wherever your area is, you want to earn more money. Super. Guys, it's only a couple of things. We don't have the time for a coaching session here. Now, I put it this way. 100% of clients I worked with on this in the very first place, they all have done it wrong. You might not have done it wrong, but you more likely, even that I said few times that you must write down your wants, you probably wrote down what you can achieve, what's doable in this era, what the norm says that is doable, right? Mental faculties, it's something what we use to create a worthy goal. I haven't mentioned because I think it's the cherry on the cake that your worthy goal is a goal that you in fact know you can't achieve it right now. Worthy goal is a goal that you have no resources, money, you don't have people around you, right people around you to achieve that goal. Interesting, isn't it? It's funny because we set usually on a daily basis, we set goals that we know we can get. That's what we have been told for so many years to do it. And I'm not saying something wrong with it. Absolutely not. The smaller goals are needed. But the worthy goal is the burning desire that keeps you going and keeps you motivated. As much as I'm not big into the motivation, and I know people are gonna eat me for it. Motivation doesn't last too long. I'm sorry. You have to develop willpower and all that. It's much more important. But also that worthy goal is something what is on the very, very end. And I'm not saying it's going to happen in a month. It might not. But for now, just think, no, it's not going to happen. I know this. How do you create this? You're not using your senses. We all know we have 5 senses, right? We can see, we can hear, we can smell, we can taste, we can touch. And that is what most of people are living by. And if you see something happening, something bad happening around us, situations, and even at the moment with all pandemic, we are affected by it. And we based our want on it as well because we think it might be not doable, or we see only other people achieving this or that. And we know it wouldn't be for us, for example, right? So we also have mental faculties. And that is a huge difference between us human beings, between us and our pets. And I'm sorry, don't get me wrong. I hope you won't. I'm not comparing you to a pet. But if you look at your pet, at yourself, you both can smell, you both can touch, you both can hear and see. What's the difference? Is the mental faculties, which are your mental muscles. Basically, guys, we don't talk about them much. From first years of schools, we have been told, focus, listen to me, look at the blackboard. The mental faculties are really closing down, but they are like your muscles. We all have 6 packs. I know you might not believe it. Yes, we all do, but not everyone trains it. So that's why we can't see it with everyone. And the same is with your mental faculties. If you train them, they get stronger. For creating the vision of your worthy goal, you will use all of them, but I'm not going to be talking about all of them today because we have no time, simply. And believe me, you do have all of them. I'm just going to stop there for real. It just came to me, so probably someone has to hear that right now. We very often say, I hear from my clients, I don't have a willpower. And you do. You have a huge willpower for dropping on things, for doing different things. We just need to shift the focus. That's what is really, really important. And that's what we teach on the course as well. And using all of them in a harmony will give you wherever you want. That's your worthy goal, which you don't even believe, and it's not doable right now. Now, imagination. Remember, imagination will bring you anywhere. Your thinking mind, your a mind what you are receiving all your senses will just bring you to the point set. And there is so many people around us. If you look, like even creating a plane, right? The Wright brothers, actually, they've been called crazy. They have been called crazy because that wasn't doable. They've done it with the imagination. If you look around you right now, any item, your phone, your pen, your notepad, it was created in imagination first. Every single thing around you is created twice. It's created in imagination and it's created in physical world. When you think of it, when you dig into it, it gives you the whole different story. And you realize that actually everything is possible if you really focus on it. Okay. So definitely it must be a want, not a need, or not something what you must do. Now I'm gonna give you 30 seconds to look at your list, what you have written now, all your wants, and put one want, at least one want that is beyond your imagination even. Or maybe you already have them. If you do, that's amazing. One more thing for worthy goals, which is really important. Have you ever had that feeling when you are so so excited about something, and so scared on the other hand? I bet you had millions of those situations. I did anyway, and I never could understand why is that. Now those days we getting a little bit more aware and we start replacing actually the word being scared to be excited. But is it correct? No, I don't think so. So you have many parts of your brain, of your mind, but I'm just going to mention conscious and subconscious mind. So your conscious mind is your thinking mind. It's the mind you receiving all the information from the world. And you have a choice to accept it or reject it. You have a choice to take it as a positive or negative. We all know situations where even that is not, let's say with the virus, we all know, of course, it's something what we wouldn't like to have, but some people seen that as an opportunity to do something, to get their business going with the toilet rolls, for example, for a while, right? They made fortune probably. The other people freaked out. Some other people looked at it, okay, it's good, I have more time for me, and maybe revalue my my actions or my goals, or work on myself, take a course. Every situation can be looked on from positive and negative side, and that is just by law of universe. You have the choice, and that's your conscious thinking mind where you're making that decision. Your worthy goal is so exciting for that part of your mind, because it is exciting, of course. You can see results somewhere there. They might be so great, and you can see maybe people even getting something what you want, and it's very, very, fun. But then there is subconscious mind, which controls your life 96 to 98% of your life. It does control your life, and that is the part we want to focus on if you ever want to change anything in your life. That's the scary part comes up, because your subconscious mind is there to keep you safe, is to keep you in the comfort zone. It's like your bodyguard. It says, no, 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 hold on. I don't care. Even if you don't feel good now, I just know this feeling, and let's keep it here. If your life is no good, if there is something happening for years, what's, making you struggle, that's okay. Subconscious mind doesn't care. What it cares for is that it's knowing. And to change it, it does take time. If you have been told for many, many years, for example, that, let's say from my industry, right, I do have clients coming in saying to me, I always was a chubby girl. It doesn't matter. I know I will never lose the weight. It's something what was planted in their heads years and years and years back. And that's what they follow. And that's their subconscious mind. And they will never lose weight. Yes, Correct, they will, because they go on the diet and they start exercising, and that's nature. You will lose weight. But within month 3, 6, 8, they will come back to point zero, because the subconscious mind will be like, no, you know what, when the previous weight, we were there for so long, let's go back to it. I was quite comfortable there. And that's what it does to you on a daily basis with any actions or any results you are trying to change. The same with the money. If you are earning X amount of money and now you say, I want to triple it. If you say it, it's great. You might triple it for a month, 2, and you will go back on the end of the year for your normal rate. If you don't change your thermostat, basically your subconscious mind works like thermostat in your head. You know, you have a radiator or a heater in your room, right? Nice and warm, 20 degrees, brilliant. Now, someone comes into the room and they forget to close the door. The draft is in, the temperature drops. What happens? The thermostat goes up and the heater gets on and gets to the 20 and stops. And that's what it is with your subconscious mind. You might go down, you might go up, but on the end of the day, you will level up the results because the paradigm wasn't changed, the blueprint wasn't changed. I hope, guys, that makes sense so far. Anyway, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Now, so, as I said, stop using your senses to get your worthy goals created. It's not the way to go. To use your senses is only to leave the word as well. The questions, are you actually using your senses, right? Like we would say, we see with our eyes, right? The question is, do you really, or do you see through your eyes with the paradigms or blueprints you have in your head? Me, as a younger, I've heard constantly that it's so hard to earn money. It's, you know, your first million, you need to steal, basically, or money change people. And you know what? I don't believe that, even that for years I had that on the back of my head. I really don't. But I find out that by studying myself, what my beliefs are, because sometimes we believe things that absolutely not ours. And that's okay too, until you realize you want more. And that is the whole thing of setting up the worthy goals. They are for you to grow, that you want more. It doesn't matter what it is. Is it better results on your studies? Is it better results at work? Or is it more love? It's all about you and how you are gonna use your mental faculties. Now, speaking of, well, come back to me. That's my technology coming up. Changing your actions. How often you have been in the situation when you wanted to achieve something and then you dropped? Or your actions were always the same. It's the insanity. For me, it's just pure craziness of doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Yes, you might think, now I'm going to do it differently, but you're not sticking it with long enough. Why? That is actually the whole cause. Now, when you see a body here of a man, that is your action part. And on the bottom, just below it, you have your actions. Oh, sorry, your results. And what you need to realize that your results come from your actions. That makes sense, doesn't it? Whatever you do, it gives you the result. Now, how the actions are created, though, that is quite interesting part. Is there anyone who knows, who wants to say how the actions are created? I just need to drink water. No. So, your actions are created by your feelings. You base your actions on your feelings. How many times throughout the day you had to do something and you just didn't feel like it? Or you were tired. You felt like, not today. Dismotivated. And you haven't done it. But what creates your feelings? It's your thoughts. As I mentioned before, your thoughts on the conscious level, you have a choice on your conscious level to pick and choose your thoughts. Are they going to be positive or negative? How are you going to see the situation? Now, you must realize that your subconscious mind, which is on your feelings level, doesn't care what's planted in it. Wherever you plant, wherever you press into your subconscious mind through constant thinking of it, it will plant it and it will grow it. Right? So if you grow those thoughts, hardly they're gonna be planted with a strong root. Like right now, your beliefs or your paradigms, your blueprints in your head, they were planted not yesterday, not a month ago. It's something what you were doing, repeating, keep repeating and keep repeating, and then you truly believed in it. Now, so changing the results, changing your actions, what do you need to change? You need to change your thoughts to change your actions. It's not that easy to change your thoughts when you have been thinking critical way for many years. And it's a whole process, guys. That doesn't happen overnight. But it's doable. And that is the beauty of knowing, realizing, being aware of that it is your choice to change. Now, to change your thoughts, it's very hard when we're looking at the world or your current results even. How will you think good if your results are not great? It's very difficult, but that's why you have your mental faculties that you're going to use to create the vision, see different results before they even happen, and then your thoughts will be much more positive, much more towards the, the way how you think, crappy results, yeah, no, I'm not good enough, I'm not, it's just no. Of course, you'll be upset. You won't, more likely, you won't take actions, or the actions you take, they're going to be fed with negative vibrations. You won't get the results again you want. But if you create the vision with your imagination, and you're going to use the rest of your mental faculties, and you're going to see those thoughts in your head, those results in your head, your thoughts will be, once you will notice yourself smiling to yourself, seeing that vision. If you look at any athlete in the world that have won any, awards, they all visualized. They all seen themselves achieving their goal before they achieved. The Wright brothers who have created the plane, the same, they've seen themselves doing it. Edison, many people. You know what, not even many. I truly believe that 100% of every successful person, it doesn't matter what industry, they've seen themselves on the end of their journey before they got there. Where they went consciously or not consciously, I don't know. Like we with the athletes, we all know that actually that is the way to go now, that all the trainers are pushing for visualization, which is really important. Because if you won't see that result, you won't be motivated enough in your head to take the right actions. Imagine a situation now. There is a couple, husband and wife. Husband is off to work and the wife is cooking all day for him and cleaning the house, and she's, just doing all the work thinking, oh my God, he's going to come back. He's going to be so happy. And boom, he comes back from work. He dismisses her and he goes straight onto the couch and lies down. And the wife is thinking, what the heck? So me all day here, working hard to make him happy, and he is not even giving me a kiss. Hello? What is wrong? So she runs up to him with that feeling of anger, disappointment, sadness, and she rip off the blanket out of him, shouting and roaring. So she takes the action, right? What's the result? Result is fight at home, maybe not speaking for a week, or maybe he doesn't get the dinner, right? Wherever it is. Now let's reverse the situation. She have chosen to think when he walks into the house and goes to the couch, she have chosen to think, oh, oh my God, he had to feel sick. Maybe he felt weak. I need to go and check on him. So she goes to the couch and says, Jesus, honey, with all that passion, compassion in her heart and love, says, honey, are you okay? And he says, no, I'm very weak. So she says, oh my God, I just give you your favorite dinner and here, there is a pillow. And the result is love and peace, right? So until you won't realize that you have the power of choosing your thoughts and seeing from different angles, you have been controlled right now by your paradigms, by the programming that is pressed into your subconscious mind. And if you want more from life, if you know something is not good, or if you're looking at your results and they're not the way how you want, you must change your thoughts. The question is that a worthy goal that you are getting results towards to? Because if it's not, it will be difficult to keep yourself going. If it's a burning desire, that's what will make you think. That's what will make you think, not only, I want to say, keep repeating the thoughts, the patterns of thoughts, what you have been done for many, many years. Now, okay, so a very important part, how to find the root cause of the lack of sustainable results, the results you want to get. It's to work on yourself, guys. And there is no lie. If you have the programming done for many years in your head right now, if you struggle with the same results or not having a goal, you must dig into your self-image, basically. That is to start. If you don't believe that you can achieve something you want, and you know what, I'm not religious, like not much or anything, but every single religion would say believe. Only belief can create the reality. And if you know right now that you are a chubby girl and you never be skinny, you will never be skinny. If you know you don't deserve the 100,000 euro per month, you won't have it. If you think that only greedy people have money and you don't want to be greedy, you won't have the money. As simple as. The personal work, guys, it's a huge thing we focus on in the Reshape Your Thinking course, because you won't go far and you can be training everything else. You can be thinking, every month, now I'm going to start from this angle, now I'm going to start from this angle. If your subconscious mind won't change your thinking, you won't change. If you're going to rid of a big mistake of people, what I see it is people trying to change, or they trying to make a good habit, but they not working on rid of the bad habit, or the other way around. They trying to rid of the bad habit, but they not replacing it with the good one. And it is like your garden, guys. You don't have to grow the weeds in the garden. They grow by themselves. And if you have a room, so if you remove the positive habit or a negative habit, another negative will come. There is not a chance positive will come if you are using your senses. Because what's around us, the world doesn't tell us it's fantastic and you can do whatever you want. No, it doesn't. And it's only up to you to change that thinking. Guys, I hope that makes some sense to you. I'm gonna say thank you very much. We had 5 minutes. I tried to do it as in time as I could, because I really value your time, guys, as much as mine, and that is my bottom line, guys. So thank you very much. If you have any questions, I'll be more than happy to stay here and answer those questions. If there is something what stood out on you or you don't understand, please ask, because that's the only one way to find out anything. Otherwise, I'm gonna thank you very much for being with me and taking a part of your busy day. I know we're all busy. The girls who are working, like, fair play to you. Very, very, really appreciate that. So, guys, any questions? No? Perfect. Okay, dokie, guys. So I'm gonna close the meeting. Thank you so much again, and have a beautiful day. Bye.